Hi. So this video I want to show you how to apply the polish. So I'm gonna walk you through the application steps and show you how easy it is to apply the polish. So I'm just gonna jump right in. Get a little bit closer. There. All right. So what you're gonna need is a cuticle pusher, the buffing side of the nail file, and a cleanser, and obviously the polish and a lamp. So you're gonna start by pushing your cuticles back very gently. You don't wanna push them back too hard. You don't wanna force them back. If you have really tough cuticles, GelMoment does have a cuticle softener, and it's a bit of a gel that you just put on. I wonder if I can do this so you can see me as well. Not really. It is a gel that you just put on. So you put it on and let it sit for 5 minutes, and then it'll just soften your cuticles enough to push them back. So, because we never really want to force them back, really, you're just pushing them back to get them out of the way, so you're not going to get polish on them. Because if you get polish on the cuticles, it will start to lift at the bottom there, or any of the skin really, and it'll just come off, or it'll be. If you're like me, you'll just pick it off, because I love to pick things. Next, you're going to take the gray side of your nail file. So this is the GelMoment mini nail file. We also have the large ones. One side is white, one side is gray. So the white side is for shaping your nails, so it's a lot rougher, and it's just used only to shape your nails. The gray side is what you're going to use to buff your nails. So you're going to buff your nails for about 10 seconds on each nail. Now I buffed mine a little while ago when I did the removal, so I'm not going to even buff it probably for 10 seconds. I'm just going to do about 5 seconds each. You really just want to buff it to get the oils off, and that's it. You don't want to over buff it, because the polish then won't stick to your nail, and also we don't want to damage our nails. So the whole thing with GelMoment is we want to keep our nails healthy while still having pretty polish on them. So 5 to 10 seconds each nail. I don't know if you noticed, I also did the ends of my nails, so you just want to do the ends too, just to make sure all the oils are off. Then you're going to take the cleanser, which is that one, and just rip it up top. There's just a pad inside. It's basically an alcohol wipe, and you're just going to cleanse your nails. So do the tops, and then just do underneath too, the ends and underneath, to make sure that there's no oils left on your nail and that they're clean for the polish. All right, and now is the fun part. So you're gonna let that dry, and I'm gonna zoom back down in here. And once it's dry, you're gonna apply the polish. So you're gonna start with just rolling the polish. You can do it upside down or sideways, just to mix it up. So you never want to shake the polish, because it will put air bubbles into the polish, and that will make it a lot harder. Well, it just won't go on smoothly because you'll have air bubbles in it. So, and then what you're going to do is you're going to take pretty much all of the polish off of the brush. So the key with this polish is really thin layers. The other key is to do the prep work that I just did very properly. All right, and then we're gonna just apply. So you're gonna start, I don't think I can zoom in, anymore. No, I can't. So hopefully you can see. You're gonna start in the middle. I always start in the middle of my nail, because I don't wanna get it on the cuticle. So if I start in the middle, then I can just push the brush down and I have more control on it. So start in the middle, push the brush down, and then you can bring it back up. And that way you have control with it, and you won't get it on your cuticle. Make sure you get the sides. And then the really important part is to cap your nail. So you're going to take the edge of your nail and just run the brush along the ends. So if you have a really short nail, you can pull it back with your thumb and do it, or you can also take the brush and just kind of I don't know what the word is, kind of like smudge along the edge, and the polish will go over the edge and cap the nail. So this is really important because you want to ensure that the nail is capped so that it seals in the polish. And then you're just going to turn the lamp on. So this lamp here is the 45-second lamp. Hang on, I'm just gonna, so I can talk to you. This is the 45-second lamp. There's also the 2-finger lamp. So this is for 4 fingers, so you can do all 4 fingers at a time. And then this is the 2-finger lamp. So this one is 2 fingers at a time. It's a 60-second lamp. The great thing about the little lamp is that it can plug into a USB. So it can plug in anywhere. You can plug it into your computer. You can plug it into a battery pack. I buy $4 battery packs at the dollar store, which are fantastic for this. Your car, you can take it. It's more portable. You can take it along with you on the airplane. Because all of the polish has no scent, you can basically do your nails anywhere. So I've done them in just many Starbucks, and I've had a friend do them in the car when when we've been on a road trip. So that's great. But this lamp, because it's 45 seconds, is really handy. It's faster. You do all 4 fingers at a time. So it kind of just depends on what you're looking for from a lamp, what kind of convenience you're looking for. So we're just going to do that process again. I'm just gonna take my brush. I took most of the polish off and put another thin layer on. So the second layer, you can make it a little bit thicker, but you don't want to do thick layers like you would with normal polish. You still want it to be really thin. If it's too thick, it will not cure properly. So you may, if you ever use it and you get little bubbles in it, or it kind of starts to ripple a little bit, that means you applied it too thick and you will need to take it off and start over again. So it's better to do 3 thinner layers if you have to. Most of the polish does cover completely in 2 coats. If it's a really light color, you might need 3, but the majority of polish will cover in 2. And I just have a little air bubble. Because I take my polish from place to place, it does get shaken up. So I'm just trying to pull it out, and I think it's gone. Oh, there's there. And then we're just going to put the lamp back on. So the all of the polish is self-leveling, which means that if it's not really level when you put it on your finger, if you just wait a couple seconds, it'll kind of level itself out. The other thing with that is when you're kind of in between coats, you don't want to store your brush like this, with the brush kind of up, so sitting like that, because all of the polish will start to run into the brush. You don't want to have an open bottle of polish right beside your lamp. Like if I had it here and open, because the polish is light sensitive, the lamp is what cures it, it'll start to cure in the lamp. And we don't want that. So you can either close it completely, or I always just kind of set mine on the lamp if I'm doing my nails at the table. And then it's kind of out of the way of the light. So so that you can see my nail, it's totally dry, completely dry. I could go do the dishes now, I could go to bed, I could go to the bathroom. Nothing is going to like smudge it or kind of crack it or anything. So that's it. It's that easy. I only did 1 nail for the sake of time, but you can do all 4 at a time, put them in, done. So it is really that fast. There is no base coat, there's no top coat. So you just do your nail, you do the 2 coats, like I said, 3 maybe if it's like the white or a really light pink, but after that you're totally done. 1 bottle of polish does about 18 to 20 manicures depending on how many coats you use. So it does last for quite a while. I have not replaced a bottle yet, and I've had most of them for over a year. Of course, I have a lot of polishes, so I don't use the same colors all the time, but this one I use a lot because I like it. And there's a few others that my bottles look a little bit ratty because I use them so much. So it does last. GelMoment has said that a bottle, when opened, will last up to a year. All of my bottles are over a year, and I have no problem with it. They just kind of have to give you a kind of a best before date, I guess. But I like food. I have had no problem with having any of them open for over a year. Unopened, they last up to 3 years. So if you have any questions, feel free to leave a comment below and I will answer them. And yeah, you can also message me and I will answer you directly as well. Thank you. Thanks for watching. Bye.